All right, I got this sucker mounted. Uh, Let's see, I got that thermocouple that Ice Giant was awesome enough to send, and I got my little thermo hygrometer. So I get 4 data points because this got 2 probes, that's got 2 probes. Now for this one, I got temperature probe number 1 taped so that it is touching the IHS on the side of it, of the CPU. I didn't want to sandwich in between the heat sinks. I had done that before, but it messes with the contact and all that. And I figured that would be too much for people. So if you can rig it on there where it just touches the side of it, what I do is I put a little piece of tape on the wire on the VRM to kind of hold it in place, and then it just touches on the heat sink. You might be like, man, he's got some cold temperatures. Well, it's cold outside. I got the window open and I got a box fan over here blowing this direction towards my test bench. So yeah, that's why I got these nice chilly temperatures. It's probably like 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's see, what is it? 57. You. Okay, and then the other end of this probe is on the front of the case. It's kind of like room temperature, I guess. And then this has a probe that's on itself, which is also room temperature, so it's tracking about the same as that. And then I put the other end of the probe over there in front of the fan, so that's kind of like intake inside of the case. It's all pretty much the same temperature though. I would say that this one was probably more accurate because this one was $7 and this one is like $40 on eBay or Amazon. I got this one on eBay. This one don't even have an on-off button. You got to pull the batteries out to turn it off. Okay, you can see the heatsink, CPU heatsink is heating up a little bit. Now, I just mounted this thing. I didn't even put the fans on because I want to test it passive first because I bet you I can run this thing passive and I want to see how hard I can run it passive before I actually need to put fans on it because there is a market interest for passive heat sinks. May not be that many people, but I know there's some interest in it. And let's see, my settings are just regular PBO, auto, what the motherboard would boot up with. Because that's how I ran my TPC 812 passive. And if you're wondering what the TPC 812 looks like, it's this beaver guy right here. He's got, what, 6 standard heat pipes and then a big vapor chamber going through the middle too. So yeah, it can suck up a lot of heat, and it's actually they make a TPC 800, which is just this without the fans. You can put 2 fans on here or run it passive. But I wasn't having any luck running passive with my overclock, only passive with this PBO auto setting. So we'll see what this will be exactly what I ran it on the 812 versus the siphon. So let's do the most brutal test, which is this FPU test for Ada. And I'm gonna put it on my unified chart. And I don't know if you watched the other videos, but I tried to set this up exactly like the corporate graphs that they were using at Ice Giant, so maybe it'll be helpful for them. And I changed my scale to 1 to 100 because I don't think I'm gonna get to 100 of anything. Probably just like with my overclocks, I'm barely even getting over 90 watts, and I don't plan on getting to 100 degrees. So let's start. Now, I'm very curious as to what kind of temperatures we're going to get. Now, it's already heated up to 68. We're looking at 67 watts of power. It's going to have to cool. So I'm gonna let this go for about probably 20 or 30 minutes. See what happens. And I will make another video and get back to you guys, and we'll look at the whole graph.